So if you're familiar with the channel, you've probably seen that I do a lot of updates on the Camry. I've done like 3 of them so far, and they've all done pretty well. So I guess today we'll do an update on the Geo and see how that does, because the Geo has come a long way since the last time I really did a video on it, as you can probably just tell right off the bat. So I bought this car about 4 months ago. Right off the bat, the light bar that was on the hood is now in the bumper where it should be. The wheels are painted black. I just did that last week and it's held up really well. I also washed it completely, like thoroughly, top to bottom. I even washed under it. The mold is not there anymore where the bra was. Still paint chips everywhere, and it's never going to be perfect. Still damage on the rear passenger side. Bought a mirror for this side. The mirror was missing, so I got a mirror for that, and a lot less sketchy to drive now. Exhaust, it didn't have any exhaust whatsoever. It didn't have a muffler, so I put a muffler. That's a Evil Energy, same thing as what I put on the Camry. It's not perfect yet. At some point I need to get under there and finish it up. I only welded where I could reach comfortably on the ground. Tow hitch is still there. I actually used it to tow a jet ski, and it actually pulled it pretty okay. Rough country sticker up there just because, you know, why not. Also put a Tack. This is a cheap eBay Tack. It was like, I don't know, less than $20. It works good. It's really easy to wire up. You just wire it to your ignition coil, and then dude, what's wrong with the camera? It's like washing everything. There we go, that looks better. You just wire it to your ignition coil, and then you wire in to your lights so the light comes on. Oh, the light on that thing is stupidly bright. There's a guy on YouTube that did a little video. He took it apart and he put a piece of like Mountain Dew bottle or whatever and cut it and then made it fit in there, and it dims it. So I did that, and I also put a little bit of 5% taillight tint. It brought the brightness down a lot, and the green bottle made it to where it matches the lights, and it looks really good. And for a cheap Tack, it's pretty accurate. It's just when you get into the higher RPMs, it kind of jumps a little bit. Like if you get past like 5, the car revs to 7,000, so it uses every bit of it. What else? Same radio. When I first took this apart, I didn't realize there were screws up here and it broke. I was trying to pull it out and I broke it. I still have the pieces. I had them glued back, but I've had this apart a few times since then. I broke it again. I just haven't glued it back, but I still have the piece that goes here. I put this switch to where it's up and down instead of side to side. It's getting kind of hot now, and it would be nice if this car had AC, but I'll probably never put AC in it because I've heard that the AC really kills these things. They only have 50 horsepower. They're not, you know, it's just not enough power. So, and I do a lot of highway driving with it, and it struggles on the highway. The fastest I got it was 90 miles an hour one day going down a hill. But like I've been driving it back and forth to work on the interstate, and it'll do 75. You just gotta keep your foot in it pretty hard, but it'll do it. So yeah, still got the radio, still got those speakers. I put some speakers in the back too, like where they belong in the panel. They don't match, so at some point I'm gonna get some of these for it. We also have in the trunk, we have a little kicker 10-inch subwoofer there. It does the job pretty well. These hydraulic thingies don't work, so you gotta hold this thing open. I need to fix that, but I just haven't yet. This door has a lot of slop in it, and I've been wanting to fix that since I got it, but I just haven't done that yet either. Oh yeah, this is the switch for the light bar right there. Oh yeah, let me show you what I did for the Tack. So you ground, it's labeled on the back of it which one is, and it comes with a little paper, like a little diagram. But if you're gonna put a Tack on your Geo, there's a so this is your ignition coil, and then there's a brown wire and a black wire, and both of them have a white stripe. You're gonna want the brown wire splice into that, and then you got a Tack. Pretty simple. This headlight was just kind of flopping around, so I zip tied it here and there, and it's kind of helping. Really just need to get new ones. I'd like to get 2 new ones because they're kind of faded anyway. They're really dim. early on I put a new distributor cap, thinking it would help with the idle issue, and it really didn't. I was able to do some goofy stuff messing around with the PCB, and that made it idle better. But now sometimes when you start it, it like, and then sometimes it'll die if you don't keep your foot on the gas. And then like if you rev it really hard, the idle air control will kick in and then it'll stay running. So there's something going on with the idle air control. I just haven't figured it out yet. If anybody knows what might be happening there, let me know, because I don't really know anything about these idle air controls and how they work. It was pretty funny. One day I was driving to work and it shot this spark plug out, and I guess because somebody who had it before me changed the spark plugs and they didn't tighten them, and so that one just shot out. The noise it made was pretty scary. I thought the whole thing blew up, but I pulled over and I was expecting to see a bunch of oil on the ground because I thought it threw a rod, because it made a horrible noise. But yeah, all it did was shoot the spark plug out. So I got it back and I put a new spark plug in. Somehow the threads were fine, and it's been fine ever since. They don't seem to be working themselves loose, so I think it was just not tight. I'm thinking it might need a new rotor, because I did change the cap, but I didn't change the rotor, and maybe that's why it's idling funny. I don't know. It uses a little bit of oil. It leaks a little bit, but like if you let it sit and idle for a while and then you rev it, it'll blow a little bit of blue smoke. So I don't know if it's the valve seals or what, but I don't think it's the rings, because it has no blow by whatsoever. Like if you open this while it's running, it doesn't blow any air out of there. But other than that, not a whole lot new with it. Just mainly just looks a little better and runs a little better and sounds a lot better since I've had it. Oh, and the car had like 141,000 miles when I bought it. It's at 146 now, so I've put about 5,000 miles on it. So I've been driving it a good bit. It's been pretty reliable other than the time it shot the spark plug out, but other than that, it's been a good little car. So hope you enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching, and let me know if you want to see more Geo content. By the way, the GTS, if you've seen the videos on this, the GTS is for sale. That's the one that we pulled with the Geo, and this is going to be our next project. I'm not going to let you see too much of it, but stick around if you want to see more videos on this.